week 63, and this is my almost recap of the month of June. I completed my 4th week on 10 milligrams of Zepbound after my 1-month hiatus. So how did it go? Stay tuned to find out. In our appearance-driven social system, toxic productivity and diet culture are considered especially heinous. In Denver, Colorado, a dedicated goal-getter seeking to crush these vicious lies is the founder of an elite squad known as Heal Thy Spirit. These are her stories. Hello, my name is Tia, and I am in Denver, Colorado. I've been taking Zepbound since April of 2024, so I'm a little over a year. I did take a 1-month hiatus if this is your first time here and you haven't seen the prior videos, but I started back fresh. I took the month of May 2025 off. Started back fresh on June 1st. I went down in dose. That was part of my reasoning for taking the pause, is to kind of get the Zepbound out of my system and do kind of a restart. So I won't talk too much about, that experience. The videos are up if you want to go watch them. I am currently in the car on my way to donate plasma. Today is Monday, June 30th. So I'm actually going to record my recap video for the month of June tomorrow, because I like to do weight on the 1st, so I can say, oh, this is how much I lost or gained for the month. And I'm also not looking directly at the camera hole because obviously I'm in the car and I keep looking down and not looking at the actual camera. So apologies for that little bit of weirdness. So how did week 63 go? So that was my 4th injection that I took on June 22nd. And then I weighed in on June 29th. So before I get into that, I want to explain or tell you a little bit about the week. So today is officially my first day of vacation. We kind of started that early. And last week I did I worked my whole full normal schedule Monday through Friday. And on Saturday we went to the Colorado Renaissance Festival. They have these little festivals. I think they travel all around to different states, because I do know that there are other people who attend them in other states, and you can get tickets or whatever. But it's essentially kind of like a medieval festival, and they have different themes on different weekends. And we were able to see we saw a sword swallower and a jousting competition. What else? Fire eater. The Blades and Bravery. You can find them on Instagram. But that was a pretty cool show. And the kamikaze fireflies, I think is what they were called. Sorry, I hear sirens and I wanted to make sure I was not in the way. So it was a pretty cool experience. We walked around all day. I did my normal routine as far as my workouts, which I'll probably put those up here, but I did work out pretty on my regular routine. I did not close my rings on the 3 days that I said. Last Sunday I did 2 workouts because I had pushed my Saturday workout to Sunday, the 22nd, and then I did homework the rest of the day. So there wasn't, and despite that, I still didn't close the rings. I got pretty close. But the one bonus or the positive thing that I can say that is coming out of my intentional paying attention to whether or not I'm closing my rings is the fact that I am getting my average. So if you have an Apple Watch, it will tell you what your average number per day, and it has it set. I mean, it's pretty low as far as my activity goal is. I think it's 630 is what I need to hit in order to close the ring. And I mean, my average, when I looked the other day, was at like $5.99 per day. So that is pretty darn close. So, you know, I'm getting there. I did hit my stand goal to stand for at least a minute every hour for 12 hours throughout the day. I had another perfect week of 7 days. What else? So, I did all of my train well routines, and that I am on vacation this week. So the train well video that I recorded, that will definitely be up this week. And, you know, a couple of other videos, since I do have a little bit more time. We are doing a staycation this year because we've lived in Denver for 3 years now and have not really experienced, you know, all that there is. Like, we don't really need a vacation. You know, why pay for a hotel when we live here and we can just go do all the touristy things that people come to Denver to do. So that is what the week will entail. And I had mentioned the Colorado or Ren Fair is what they call it. It's the Colorado Renaissance Festival, because I did work out that morning. I did my leg day and my 30-minute train fit squad workout with the girls. Jumped in the shower, hopped in the car. We drove an hour to the festival, walked around all day, stayed there until like 4 o'clock, drove an hour home, had dinner. Didn't eat a whole lot. They're really known for those turkey legs, the smoked turkey legs, but we just knew that we wouldn't be able to eat the whole thing. So we passed on that. I did get some really huge beef jerky when we first got there. I drank a frozen margarita. I had a Gatorade, and what else? A chocolate bar towards the end. So I did not hit my protein goal this week. I was basically derailed from being out and walking around. I drank as much water as I could, but you know, I think that kind of threw the scale off for my Sunday weigh-in. And I know one would think that if you eat a lot, you know, don't eat a lot, then you will, you know, lose weight. But that is, you know, I've said it so many times, and I'll continue to preach it forever and ever and ever, that your body will hold on to the weight. And this is part of the reason too why I weigh every day, because your body fluctuates. And you know, I think all the stress of, you know, 2 workouts in the morning and then walking around all day long and barely eating anything, my body was not fueled enough to release the weight, so to speak. So when I got on the scale yesterday, I was completely shocked, because for the week, and I'll put it up here, or I'll tell you when I stop because I'm almost to my destination, I actually gained 1.2 pounds for the week, which, before you like freak out and say, oh, you know, her break and the gaining of the 12 pounds and the losing of the 10 pounds and all of those things didn't work. You know, again, that's just, you know, key to why or how our bodies are weird. And, you know, weight loss 100% is definitely calories in, calories out. Move more, eat less. However, there has to be an appropriate balance there. Because you don't want to, and also the scale, when you're weighing once a week, your body does not care that you get on the scale once a week. It's going to release the weight when it releases the weight. So just because weigh-in day is Sunday, it doesn't mean that it's going to reveal what, you know, all the hard work that you've done, you know, in that time frame. You know, it's going to do what the body's going to do, what the body's going to do on the body schedule. So all that to say, you know, I'll show you, this is like a monthly shot, my most recent scale, the MorphoScan scale, that a video about that's coming out this week too. That scale has where when you look at the month history, it actually shows you and this person just parked all on the line. I think I'm gonna move spots. But the Morphoscan scale, it will show you like your weight. If you look at the month view, it'll show you your weight every single day that you got on the scale. Like it puts the number right there on the calendar. So I took a screenshot of that this morning, so you can see all of my weight, through this morning. And while it did, if I use my, week by week and 7-day drop and all of that, it shows that I gained 1.2 pounds. However, when I got on the scale this morning, if you just look at from yesterday to today, it says I dropped 1.8 pounds, which actually, I weighed in last Sunday at 187.2, and yesterday I weighed in at 188.4. This morning I weighed in at 186.6. And mind you that yesterday, according to my tracker, which is over 900 days, I'll put that up here too, I actually this morning weighed in at 186.6. So if I look at my weight from Sunday of last week to this morning, I actually lost 0.6 pounds. I did not gain real weight. So that is just kind of one snippet on, why I personally weigh every day. Okay, done with my blood donation, and I wanted to just run through my numbers, but there'll probably be some edits, so some things might be in there twice, so I apologize for that. But we were talking about the weight and how the scale is a liar. So long story short, that is why I weigh every day. So last week, as far as my exercise, I did exercise pretty much every day. I think I had one rest day. So going back to Sunday of last week, so we know that I did work out twice on Sunday. I worked out on Monday, Tuesday, took a rest day on Wednesday. Wednesday was a weird day because I was fine. Wednesday is my upper body that I do with Trainwell, and I typically do that on my lunch break because I have to go down to the gym. And for whatever reason, even though I work out typically every day at 5:30, I'm always nervous there's going to be people in the gym and I won't be able to get through my things in the time frame that I want to. And I found that nobody is in there on Wednesdays. But Wednesday, I was extremely tired. Just all of a sudden, I was dressed for the gym. I had my shoes on. I clocked out at my lunchtime and then just got overwhelmed with exhaustion. And so I am one that definitely always listens to my body. And so I just ate my salad for lunch. And then I laid in the bed for like 30 minutes before I had to go back to work and push my workout to Thursday, which Thursday was crazy for upper body because the gym, for whatever reason, there's nobody in the gym on Wednesdays in my apartment, but everybody is in the gym on Thursdays. But I was able to get it done on Thursday. Friday was kickboxing. Saturday, I did my leg workout for Trainwell and then did a 30-minute cardio strength pyramid with Misty was the trainer because Kirsten was traveling, and then did the whole day at the Renaissance Fair. So I did also Saturday hit a goal. Apparently Apple just has random challenges that you don't really get to pick them. It just assigns what it is. And the June challenge was to walk or run at least 1.75 miles on 14 days in a single month. So apparently I did that. I did not run though. I have not run since the 10K on May 26th. Other than I do my 5-minute warm-ups on leg day. I'm sorry, not leg day, upper body day. So there is that. It didn't give me credit for a perfect stand week, but I did get a perfect stand week. I mean, it shows here. So anyway, that's for exercise. Moving on to my eating. So today again is Monday, June 30th. And I don't know why it just did that. I'm at 904 days, which you probably can't see that here, but 904 days, it's backwards. And for my week summary calories, my total calories in June 29th, or sorry, that's June 22nd through June 28th. So my Sunday to Sunday. My total daily average was 1841. My net average was 1646 with all of the exercise. And, you know, I'll put those screenshots here. My protein, a little bit lighter. I still averaged 114 grams of protein daily. Which is pretty good considering I did not have much protein on Saturday. I tried to make up for it yesterday. My net carbs is 164 grams. I averaged 30 grams of fiber, 67 grams of sugar, 80 grams of fat. As far as my macros percentages, 36% net carbs with a goal of 25%. 39% fat with a goal of 40. So I was able to stay within the fat range this week at 561 grams for the whole week. My carbs was 1,140 grams for the whole week, and then you divide that by 7. And then my protein was 800 grams of protein last week, which is 25% of my total calories. So I am you know, doing okay. And like I said, you know, my technical 1.2 pound gain was not really a gain because I'm down already. You know, obviously I can't gain weight, you know, 2 pounds overnight. I mean, Saturday morning before I went to Ren Fair, I was at 187.8, which would have been a gain from the beginning of the week of 0.6. But then on Sunday at 188.4, I did not gain a pound in a day. It's crazy. It makes more sense because I was around 186 pretty much the whole week. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I weighed in at 186.4 and then 186.6 consistently on Thursday and Friday. So I feel like that is my true weight. And you know, today I'm 186.6 according to the scale. So things are moving in the correct direction as far as trending goes. And that is pretty much my week. I will do a recap and I'll talk about July goals in the next video. I do have still the what I eat in a day to edit and get posted this week. I have the MorphoScan video to record and get posted this week. And I have my Train Well exercise video to finish editing and get posted this week. So you should have 3 more videos at least from me, maybe 4 this week while I'm on vacation. I do have we do have some things planned, so I don't know how much time I'll have in the mornings, but I am on break from school this week as well, so I don't have homework on Sunday, so it'll be a good rest day, and I don't go back to work until Tuesday, so I will have all of Monday off to do my week 64 recap. So that's all I have for you. Do not forget to heal thy spirit for a healthy spirit. May grace and peace be yours in abundance. Take care.